I've been in the financial services business now for about 10 years, coming up on 10 years. Started from an insurance-focused perspective and went independent about 5 years ago with my partner. We focus on business owners in securing their assets and providing them the ability to transition the asset of their business into their legacy. And it's been a challenge, but I think help is on the way now, because this is the closing of the loop for us. We've been armed with a bunch of other tools, but this is the process that's going to let us put the tools down in the right place to solve the puzzle. Initially coming into the industry, everyone is pretty much taught, beat on every door that you can, and beg for referrals and offer referrals. In essence, a quid pro quo type relationship. And it didn't take very long for me to understand that I would never have the value to the CPA that the CPA would have to me. And why should he invest in helping me build my business if I wasn't able to do the same for him? So we tried working with a few CPAs. We would try to request clients to get us with their CPAs, but we did not take a formative effort really for the past 3 or 4 years in attacking the CPA market. But during that time period, we were realizing that the CPAs were more of a barrier to us achieving our goal. And how did we get in front of that so that they understood our planning methodologies and our outcomes that we were trying to achieve for clients? So really the ERT model, why we sought it out was it was kind of closing the loop for us. We do a lot with business owners, exit strategies, defined benefits plans, defined contribution plans, trying to help business owners make wise decisions, but constantly having the CPA who maybe looks at the books every quarter and does the tax returns, really looking sideways on some of our programs because they didn't understand, and we didn't have a relationship with the CPA to work with them. So out of necessity, we discovered ERT. Initially, in starting with ERT and having access to the training, the videos, looking at the scripts, being very familiar. I haven't memorized them yet, although I'm encouraged at this meeting. I recognize I should probably memorize them a little bit better. But understanding the flow of the conversation and what the value proposition is to the CPA. The first 2 meetings I've had with CPAs, the consistent comment at the end of each meeting is, wow, this is the first time a financial advisor hasn't tried to sell me something or trade referrals with me. And right to that point, at that moment, it's like, this is very different. I think it's inherent in all of us that we want to take something that we see that we haven't yet seen proven and try to adapt bits and pieces of it to our own style. And from my experience in seeing that and really rolling this out initially, it wasn't enough to gain the attention, to gain the commitment, to gain the next step for the CPAs as being committed, that understanding this is a start-to-finish process, and it may not be the way that you're currently doing things or that I'm currently doing things, but I'm trying to change my business dynamically. I need to change my process dynamically. We've been at ERT for just about 3 months now. We have one young CPA who is 100% committed as he's building his book. We're continuing to refine what services and what the relationship can be, but he has found in us a uniqueness that he has found nowhere else and is very encouraged in that process of moving forward. We have discussed, had detailed conversations with 2 other CPAs who sought us out to find out what it was that we were talking about. So they're actually one of them wanted a meeting immediately when we come back from the training session, because he wants to pick my brain for what it is this process is going to help him in his business. I think what I'm reckoning and hearing the testimonials from the CPA is that if there's a CPA who's frustrated with their current work-life balance, they're concerned that their revenue streams are being compressed in a competitive market, or they're worried that their profession is changing from being a problem solver to a data input specialist. This is a system that is going to overcome those issues for every CPA. And the advisors, the consultants, I have to get away from saying advise, the consultants that work with the CPA is going to really help build within that CPA practice the ability for that CPA to get the work-life balance back to where he wants it, to expand his revenue streams and earn what he needs to earn and believes he's valued at. And it's also going to create more of a commitment to what it is his profession does, rather than just file tax returns and put data in. If you're not willing to change, if you're not willing to look at the issue as solving problems for clients, as creating unique solutions for each client, if you cannot see that that's what our underlying, this isn't for you. If you're successful or you're struggling, but you have a passion in your heart to know you're trying to do the right thing by clients, it's worth every nickel to get engaged and to learn what it is that Anton and Ken are talking about, because rapidly what you see is this is not a quid pro quo relationship. This is turning your business into a consulting business, that you work with CPAs to create the solutions that better clients and providing extraordinary revenue for yourself and for the CPA.